how to navigate the realm of darkness. Hello everyone, this is Stella Wembley, and in this video I will be talking about darkness, the unseen, the unknown, what our eyes cannot see, what our physical eyes cannot see. Before getting into this video, I want to thank you for watching, and please, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoy the content. I want to introduce you first to the concept of darkness. Why darkness? Darkness as light is a very, very important thing for human beings to express, to experience, to be able to achieve our potential, to be able to become who we really are supposed to become. Darkness is the unknown, the unseen, what our physical eyes cannot see. Maybe our mind can imagine darkness. When we close our eyes and we see black, complete darkness, we can at least have an image, a picture, a representation of darkness. Darkness, it's mystery. Darkness is the unconscious. Darkness is the beginning of things, the creation, as well as the end, as well as death. For me, darkness is also shadow. Darkness is a journey. Darkness is a passage. And as human beings, we are supposed to go through this passage. And it's a journey across dark waters. Do you know that in Egyptian mythology, the sun god Ra used to travel during the day in the sky, but also during the night on a boat in the underworld? So the sun god Ra went into the darkness. The light, the sun Ra god, used to go through the darkness into the underworld, and he faced danger, lot of obstacles, but he made it in the end. We must go through the darkness. We need to be on this boat during the night. We need to go into the underworld. We need to meet the darkness to be able to shine finally our light. According to ancient Egyptian mythology, the gods used to travel on boats, and this was a dark journey. This was a journey, a passage for them. They had to navigate across these dark waters to go to the other side. There is a hieroglyphic called Manu that represents this boat. This boat represents the journey of the soul. The gods used to travel on these boats. Underworld is also called Duat in Egyptian mythology. The Duat is a place where we find the shadows, where we find all the lost souls. It's a place that can be dangerous. But if you shine your light into the darkness, you can make it to the other side. And so did Ra. He faced these obstacles, and then he made it to the other side. So this story teaches us that we have to go through the darkness to really understand the light and to shine our light. So believe that this journey across dark water, it is necessary if you want to shine your light bright, if you want to try, if you want to succeed, if you want to be the light, you also need to know the darkness. Darkness and light are equally important. The day and the night are both important for human beings, right? The masculine and the feminine. When we understand, then the light and the dark complement each other's. There is nothing to fear about the darkness. And that's when the integration of masculine and feminine, it's possible. And then we have the final stage, the ascension, the Rebis, the sun and the moon. The final stage of the alchemical process is the Rebis, the androgynous, the last stage of the alchemical transformation. I will link this in the description box, guys, for you, if you are curious to know more about this concept, okay? So now that we have understood that light and darkness are both equally important, the sun and the moon, the yin and the yang, the day and the night, the masculine and the feminine, we can now get into the video. Acknowledging who you are, understanding yourself, going through a very deep transformation, seeing all sides of yourself, not being afraid of understanding all of them, understanding that being judgmental towards others, and especially towards yourself, it doesn't help you growing. We will see together what's darkness, what is shadow, and what is light as well. Because, as I said, light and darkness are both important. How we can navigate in this realm of darkness, and how we can find what we are looking for. And finally, after expanding our horizons, we will be able to become our true self, meet our higher self, and finally be free. Let's start with the first concept, acknowledging who you really are. Acknowledging who you really are means to fully understand your personality traits. Who are you really? Are you the person that your family, your friends, society wants you, or in some way has influenced you to be? Are you really expressing yourself? Are you really your true self right now? are you? Ask yourself this question because it's so important. Here it comes the concept of identity. Identity is a concept that human beings really need to hold so tight. We are desperate for that. We think that if we don't have an identity, we are nothing, we are lost. But let me tell you something, identity always changes. We are never the same. This is simply because we go through deep changes throughout our lives, right? At least most of us, at least the persons who are listening to this channel, right? We are interested in developing, growing spiritually, not just into the physical world. We are interested in nurturing our mind. So, when we understand that growing up, going through all of these stages of our lives means that we are changing ourselves every day, so we are never the same. This means that our personality is always changing. Every day that passes, we are a little bit different, a little bit something else. And the more you go through these stages of transformation, the more you look into the darkness and the unconscious, the more you discover about yourself, the more you understand that you have never known your true self. You thought you knew who you really are. You thought you wanted that job. You thought you knew what love means. You thought you knew what success is. But do you really? Perhaps our perspective changes according to our experiences during this lifetime. When you understand who you really are, even if you don't understand completely, that's totally fine, okay? It's for the masters to do that. You can get to that point. But first, acknowledge who you really are. All of your good sides, all of your bad sides. Write them down if necessary, okay? And once you've done that, love yourself deeply. Even the dark sides, love them. They are amazing, okay? When we fall in love with ourselves, we can fall in love with someone else. For real. And we attract the right person. When you love yourself unconditionally, you attract the right person. You attract the right things. You become who you truly are. You are loved because you love yourself. Second way, personal transformation. How to achieve balance. Personal transformation is an amazing thing. It can take a whole lifetime to go through these stages. In Alchemy, there are 7 stages. You can go through these stages in your life, during your life. I will link this below if you are interested in this concept, if you want to learn more about this. Okay. I will link it in the description box, guys. Transformation can take years of work, okay? And this transformation, it can feel very difficult. It can be frightening. It can be scary. Usually, in the first stages, we experience confusion, depression, even memory problems. Sometimes we think we are going crazy. Maybe we are, who knows? What it means to be normal, right? So we go through these stages of transformation to become who we really are. To achieve balance, we need to go through all of these stages. One stage that it can be very scary. It's called the dark night of the soul. And I've been through this. Still I am in a way. The dark night of the soul. I will tell you more about this. Is a stage after our activation, after understanding that this world is much more than what we thought, that there is more that we can just see with our physical eyes, right? And all of the ideas that we had, the idea of ourself, it kind of fades away, disappears. And so our body and mind cannot handle all of it, cannot handle this. And this is called the dark night of the soul. I have a book here, right here. It's a beautiful book. It's called Trance, Portation, Learning to Navigate the Inner World by D.Paxson. Look what a beautiful book. There is also a beautiful moon here, and it matches the background on my screens. It does. It's beautiful. I shall do an ASMR video for you guys. Just with this book, right? And nothing else. So, we shall see the concept of the dark night of the soul according to this book, shall we? Page 224. Page 224. 224, it's 8, which is a number connected to the cycles of life. Interesting. 224. Let's see. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 4. And of course 4 plus 4 equals 8. Okay? If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is called numerology. I can make a video for you about this. I can do this, but for members, okay? I will do that for only members. So, 224, dark night of the soul, an intense depression that may focus on a feeling that the self is dissolving, or that you are being suffocated or are dying. The classic experience is an intense feeling of loss, abandonment, and despair that comes when someone who has previously had a conviction of direct contact and support from the divine loses the connection. So the dark night of the soul is a really difficult stage. There are other stages. Okay, these are explained in this book. How to achieve balance. As I said before, to achieve balance in life, we need both light and darkness, right? So when we go through these stages of transformation, it's really important that after acknowledging who we really are, we integrate our shadows, our dark side. And this doesn't mean that we need to change who we are. Doesn't mean there is something wrong with us, no. It just means we acknowledge our dark sides. We know our addictions, we know our obsessions, we know all of these things. So we know how the devil can trick us. And because of this, we are able to stay grounded. And when there are temptations, we can say no. We know when to say no, because we know that balance is important. The scale of balance, right, is the scale of justice, is the ma'at. Is the scale, needs to be balanced. So we cannot be always in the light. We cannot be always in the darkness. We need to integrate the darkness. Okay? Integrate our shadow. And to do this, we need to go through all of these stages. A very practical thing that we can do to find balance is meditation, also transportation. If you buy this book, there are very useful meditation exercises, and especially trance exercises that you can do. And trance is said to really help you to find your true self, to connect with spirit, because connecting with spirit, it means to be able to connect with yourself, right? And when we go into this deep trance state, we really release all of the negativity. We release everything, all of the bad experiences. We let go of everything, okay? Let it go. We remove all of the anger. Let go of the past. I will leave the link in the description box, guys, for you, okay? To buy this book. If you buy this book using my link, I will get a percentage as Amazon influencer. So you will be helping yourself, and you will also be helping me, okay? It's a beautiful book. Transportation. Right. Also understand that finding balance is really important, because your emotional well-being has a real impact on your daily life. If we are not emotionally stable, our feelings, this results in negative feelings. And negative feelings, negative emotions affect our vibration, right? Our energy. And as many of you already know, if you have watched my previous videos about manifestation and law of attraction, when we have negative feelings and negative emotions, we attract negative things and negative people. So this means when you take care of your mental health, when you are emotionally stable, you will attract beautiful things and you will find balance. This is how we achieve balance, maintaining a positive mindset, maintaining a positive vibration. This is not easy, but it can be done. If you work on it, I promise you, I managed to do it. When you have fun and you relax, you attract positive things in your reality and in your life. Number 3, what are you looking for? To be able to navigate the darkness, we really need to understand what are we really searching for. If you are searching for a part of yourself, I really recommend you to buy the Transportation book, okay, the one that I showed you before, because there are very helpful and interesting pages regarding soul retrieval. And what is soul retrieval is when you feel like you have lost a part of your soul. And I made a video about this, about soul fragmentation. And it tells you how you can get back this part of yourself that somehow it got lost in the darkness. It got lost somewhere in the dimensions, okay? There are so many dimensions where this piece of your soul can be. So understanding what you're looking for, it's very important. And to know that, you need to know who you are, right? So always do all of the spiritual work first, okay? Follow the steps that I am giving you, so you will be able to understand what you are really looking for. And sometimes when we go through this journey in the darkness, we need to remember that we are the light, even if you are not sure right now what you're looking for. You will find it. You will. And I will tell you that most of the cases, what we are looking for, it is love. Because love is the reason why we do things, right? If there is no love, there is no reason to live. Love is everything. Love creates. Love can destroy. Love creates life. Love can make you blind. So, as you can see, there is always a dark side and always a bright side of things. It's not always black and white. There are many shades of gray. So, what are you searching for? Is it your soul? Is it your soulmate? Is it the truth? Your truth? The higher truth? Let me know in the comment section. Number 4, expanding your horizons. This way to navigate the realm of darkness is understanding there is no limit for us. We are infinite beings, that we can be whatever we want to be in this lifetime. If we choose to be someone else tomorrow, we can be someone else tomorrow. If we choose to move to another country, we can move to another country. And there are unlimited possibilities, unlimited. There is no right or wrong. There is not just one way of doing things. So think outside the box, okay? Be the outsider, be the leader, don't be the follower, even if you are following me, okay? Be your own boss, be your leader. You can be the one who breaks the curses. You can be the person who who inspires your neighbor. You can be the person who inspires your entire generation. Who knows? Don't think small, think big. If you want to go somewhere, if you feel a pull towards a place, you don't know why, but you know that you need to be there, just go. Don't hesitate. That is called intuition. And if you manage to develop that power even more, it can become something even more powerful. That is called sixth sense. And when you follow that, there is no limit to your success. Number 5, the way of the mystic. This is the last stage, the last final way to be who we really are, to meet our true self after navigating this darkness, right? The way of the mystic. It's a way that we can follow after going through very scary times, deep emotions, deep transformation. And it is a stage when we experience what many call nirvana, ascension. Many mystics describe this as an ecstasy. Many describe this experience as a deep knowing and a deep state of relaxation. Some people say it cannot be described with words, it can only be experienced. How can you become a mystic? How can you become a mystic after navigating all of this darkness? Understanding you are one with the universe. You are one with spirit. You are the divine. You are God. You are the light. You are pure and light. This is the last stage of transformation. And as I said, it may be called ascension. You experience unity with everything, with all the creatures, all the souls, nature, the stars, your surroundings. You don't need anything else except the knowing that you are all of these things, and you can find spirit in all of these things, and there is nothing else that you need. You don't need to do anything, you just need to be. So now, as you can understand, going through this transformation, this darkness, it is worth it at the end, right? If you can achieve this profound, deep sense of peace, that is priceless. Nothing, no one can buy that. That's why we do what we do. We do this spiritual work. We go through all of these stages to find that peace, that sense of inner peace. Nothing and no one can buy that with money. Final thoughts. Don't be afraid to discover who you really are. You were never meant to be the same. You are meant to be who you want to be. And that's totally up to you. No one can tell you who you are. So take your power back and find out who you really are. Follow this guidance, and I really hope that this has helped you. And if it did, please let me know in the comment section. Leave a comment and tell me if this guidance was helpful in any way. And if you want me to do more videos like this one, I will do that. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you like the content, I also have fantastic news. My official website is now back online. It is alive, stellawembley.com. Go and visit it now. There are fantastic products. Many of them are still on sale. CDs, and there is a new collection. I think it's called Dark Romantic Collection. And there are fantastic posters and t-shirts that you can buy. Also, don't forget that you can join this channel if you want to become a member. You can get access to exclusive videos and get also early access when I post new videos. And there will be also exclusive photos for you guys on the community tab, only visible for members. I will leave the link in the description box. I love you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye. Step into the shadows and unveil your destiny. Book your mystical session now. Embrace the unknown and awaken your true power.